Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Eastside Game Show End of Time Skype Series Volume 6, number 6. Now, without further ado, let's go over to my host, Mr. Wait, he's changing sides to me. Mr. Eastside David McDonald.
Thank you, Roy. Touch him.
Hey,
Roy, touch the fingers.
Hold on.
Fingers, you son of a bitch. There we go. That's how we're going to start every single now Eastside Dave Show End of Times Skype series volume. Okay?
Like E.T. and Elliot.
Exactly. Just like those two. And aren't they fantastic? Roy, how are you during the quarantine, my friend?
You know me, buddy. I'm always good. I was crazy because for some reason, I guess there was a bit of a delay on the Open. So I almost, I don't know if there was any issues on your end, but sounded a little funky to me. But whatever, I'm all good. Everything's going.
It sounded perfect to me. The problem is, you slowly lost your marbles. And so now everything sounds delayed. And you're probably doing a little bit of meth in your house, your secluded house. Have you been trying any drugs or any pot coming across Roy Harder's vestibule?
A couple of days ago, I ended up cleaning out the my Skinny Man 2.0 offices. So we moved out, sports therapist and I moved out of our city location. And I ran into one of my, I guess, the guys who works in the building, and he kind of replenished my supply a little bit to tide me over for the week. So I've been good.
I didn't know this. You shut down your New York City offices?
We had to, because quite frankly, the building wasn't giving me a break on rent, but they weren't allowing us to go into the building. So
what fucking bullshit is that? How can you not allow someone to go into the building and then at the same time charge, I'm guessing, upwards of $50,000 per month to Roy and the sports therapist? See, this is my point. Here's the only silver lining for me that will emerge from the quarantine. We motherfuckers, the 99% of us who don't have all the wealth in the world, we are in control. Let's shut these fucking greedy corporations down for once and for all.
Hey, man, I'm one of those greedy corporations, so back off, brother, all right?
No, you're Roy Harder Enterprises. You are a highly successful business. Don't get me wrong. You're a highly successful business, but you're a private business. You're not some motherfucking publicly traded corporation, big shot like Verizon. Like fucking Verizon, who are charging me all kinds of money. They haven't cut me a break. No, and by the way, I'm doing the same thing. In goddamn New Jersey, all of the freaking landlords got bailed out. Now, how does that make any sense? Because my landlord is still charging me fucking millions of dollars in rent every goddamn month. Now, how is this fair?
I don't know.
I wasn't even gonna start the show like this, Roy.
I didn't want to start you off on a bad foot.
You fired me up. Yeah, now, this is your fault. And by the way, Roy, these shows are getting noisier and noisier, and I've already received a noise warning. So if I get arrested today, I just hope that the camera catches the police officer who's detaining me. And if I get thrown in the slammer today, Roy, it is your fault, you son of a bitch. I came in a very good mood, and let me pull back the curtain for a second. I got yelled at. I got scolded at by Roy Harder, Steve, and Garrett witnessed such a debacle on the Eastside Game Show.
Wait a minute, Dave. I yelled at you?
Well, at 12:50, that's the way I felt. Whether your voice was loud or not, internally I felt screamed at. You have to remember, Roy, I'm trying my best to be a human, but I'm still, it's just...
Yeah, well, what happened, David?
My nerves are fried.
Yeah, what happened, David? I apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable. Good thing you're not one of my children, because I... clearly I've been yelling a lot at everyone lately, but what did I do, David, to make you...
I'm going to explain. So at 12:59, Roy says, hey, Davey Mack, can you send me the show prep? Keep in mind, we are, we're recording these shows. And so a minute.
Yeah, this is all scripted, by the way. This is all scripted, so people know.
Well, it's not scripted, but we obviously have topics that I come up with. We have show prep that I come up with every single Tuesday, and I send it out to all of the various Eastside Dave Show players. Roy gets on my case, and then I go, well, no, Roy, I definitely sent it out. And I checked, and while I did send show prep out for today, it was mislabeled April 21st. Eastside Dave Show prep. So I go, oh, I'm looking at my phone like this, and I go, oh, Roy, you know what? I did send it to you, but you might have, deleted or something because it said April 21st. And Roy goes, exactly. He goes, I do see the email now, and you're right. You put the wrong show title on it.
That's right, David.
With lots of capital letters and emphasis on the wrong. But wouldn't it make sense that if it showed up like moments before tonight's show, that it was pertaining to tonight's episode? Even if it said 21st on it, that wouldn't...
You are right. Actually, I was just trying to do what I normally do, and that is deflect the blame, like I normally do. This time, I will admit it wasn't quite as successful. Next time we'll see what happens. How have you been, David?
I am realizing with my poofy hairstyle, which I've decided, because I was really looking forward to keeping the buzz cut going for quite some time. Yeah. But now so I'm just combing the hair out, make it. Now I'm starting to resemble that one red-haired guy who hung out with Ben Affleck. In both Good Will Hunting and Dazed and Confused.
I know the guy you're talking about.
Right? That red-haired dude. Like, he was in all the Matt Damon, Ben Affleck movies, because I think he was also in School Ties, which featured Damon.
He had to be. Yeah. He's in all the movies. I don't even know who he is, actually, now that I think about it.
No one knows his name. And by the way, here's my point. Okay, in the 21st fucking century, when every goddamn group needs to, have representation in the movies and the fucking thing, I'm still waiting for what? There he is.
There he is. That's him. Yeah.
Good job, Steve. That's the guy. I'm still looking for representation as like a leading, like Indiana Jones has red hair finally. Or, a Rocky Balboa finally has red hair. Everyone cries about no representation. The only place that gingers get represented, we're either somehow the weakling who gets sand kicked in our face, or somehow we're the bully.
Yeah, or the guy.
How that makes sense. We're always sensitive, crybaby pussies playing acoustic guitar, or we're like we're the shitty family in Billy Madison, who wanted
I thought you were gonna say the guy from Mask, Rocky Dennis.
Doyle's Rule.
That too. They could only cast a red-haired dude for the fucking ugliest human of all time.
Well, in their defense, Eric Stoltz, I remember back in the day, he used to get quite the tail. He was considered quite a sex symbol. Eric Stoltz.
He went out with Bridget Fonda for 2 weeks. He wasn't exactly Leonardo DiCaprio banging every supermodel in the universe.
What about Prince?
What about to be Hugh Hefner? Is all I'm saying.
What about Prince Harry? He seems to be doing all right with the ladies.
Prince Harry is on his way out. The guy fucking gave up his goddamn fucking crown to be
He's not even a prince anymore.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake of his life. Go ahead, keep throwing him at me. Keep throwing him at me, there, smart guy. Go ahead, smart shot. I was in a great mood before you chimed in.
The only one who comes to mind is Captain Kangaroo, and I guess he doesn't really count if you're over the age of 9.
Captain Kangaroo is an overweight shithead who would yell at children every Saturday morning.
He did have red hair, though, David. Don't forget.
That's true. Roy, I've been threatening for 2 weeks, okay?
Yes, sir.
Right here on the Eastside Dave Show End of Time Skype series. I've been threatening for 2 weeks because I've had to take a significant pay cut in my radio station. No big deal. I have a job. I'm not complaining. I don't want to be in trouble. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
I've actually been meaning to ask you about that, but continue, please, David. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, again, am I thankful that I have a job? Absolutely no complaints. I'm just telling you the reality of the situation, and thus I need to make up a few extra dollars because I'm missing about $300 or maybe more dollars per month. And, those are a couple big bills for the Dave man, okay?
Of course. Certainly are, David. That's not a little bit sum of money. But anyway, my question was, did you make any concessions when you gave up the pay cut? In other words, did you ask for more vacation time, or did you ask for more less hours to work? What was your concession?
Damn it. This is why I need your fucking representation when I talk when I do these business dealings.
That's rule number one in the negotiating process, David. If you're going to give something up, you need to get something back.
I didn't do any of that. Stupid, right?
A little bit, David.
That's why. That's why I've always had you negotiate these side Dave show contracts. Coincidentally, that's also why you make 80% of the money on the East Side Dave show. I don't know how that works. No, so in order to pay some bills, I told you I'm going to start an OnlyFans account.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I understand this is somewhat controversial because usually these are, attractive ladies, but I got to pay some bills too. Okay. So, Steve, we're just gonna play them at random. This is a preview of what you can expect. That's me. The legs aren't so bad. I mean, very white, really white, like Roy Harder Aryan Nation white. Like, what's going on there?
Let's take a look and see. You know what, Dave? I actually may have a bit more of a tan than you.
Hold on. Next one, Steve. Let's see the next one. Look at that one. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure if this is for women or very gay men or.
So I see a cat in there. So maybe this is for felines. I don't know. Is that a cat or is that some sort of?
By the way, Steve, you can feel free to zoom in on the buttocks area because it's wet.
It is wet.
The discoloration of the underwear. There are dark spots on the underwear. One looks to be by the butt area, the anus. The nutsack clearly in view. I should have actually probably proofread or just, I should have looked at these pictures before I sent them to Steve. All right, that's enough of that one. That's actually
you know what? Speaking of the giant nutsack, that's actually one of the advantages of being a redhead is the fact that we all have very large testicles.
Okay, yeah, but no chick was ever like, he's got huge balls. Huge. No, that's never happened. Now look at this, Roy.
Yeah, well, there's a good one. There's a good one.
Tie covering the special naughty part. See,
well
I'm just teasing you a little bit. Then if you go to a top tier on OnlyFans, you pay me $50. Well, maybe some dick pics are coming your way. I'm being honest. Next one, Steve.
I gotta find out where are you taking these photos? It looks like you're in some sort of funeral home or I see a lot of flowers or something. What's going on with the background?
This is my apartment, but I wanted a nice setting, so I took the plants and I took my house plants and I set them like for a Tiger King, Joe Exotic jungle sort of look. Tiger King is very in right now, obviously. It's going strong, and everyone's all about the wildlife. So I thought, some plants could do a nice job.
And do I spot some deer antlers in there as well, David? Nice touch.
Yes, there are. Next one, Steve. Do you have any more? Oh, here we go. Look at this,
are in. Oh, look at that. You got a nice backdrop of the New York City skyline as well. I love it. Is that a bunch of guys eating their lunches sitting on a girder or something like that?
I don't know. But look at this. This is your quintessential nipple rub pose, and you can see this is my sexiest face that I could do. Steve, you could do a close-up of this one. Because I actually thought, I was thinking about my face, like in terms of sexiness when I did that. That's as sexy as it gets with the Dave Man. That to me is OnlyFans.com right there. That's the type of content you go to OnlyFans for.
That's juicy. And I will admit, David, the black socks are a nice touch, my friend. Very nice touch.
Oh, right. Well, it's chilly sometimes in the apartment because they're going to be shutting off my heat because I can't afford it. Do we have any more, Steve?
You look like you got a rose growing out of your asshole, too.
That's it. Those are all right. So there you go, Roy. Wait a second, Roy. One last one.
There's a secret one, right? The hidden Easter egg.
Submission. And that's me pointing at my leg, Roy.
Speaking of Easter egg, I spotted Anthony Cumia's cat.
I bet you didn't know that I could get my leg that high. I'm, believe it or not, rather flexible.
I can see that. Yes, and your thighs are quite toned, I will admit. Certainly a little bit more toned than mine.
I work out. I mean, at home, I'm doing the best I can. But you'd be surprised. People go, "Oh, Dave Man." I go, "Man, 20-pound fucking dumbbells.
Whoa.
I'm lifting them like I'm, a convict in prison who's got nothing better to do than to lift weights on his bunk bed and shit."
Oh my God! Wow, dude, I've actually not to downplay your physical feats of strength there, David, but I too have been on a prison regime workout, and I've been pumping iron and doing push-ups and stuff, mainly because I want to kick Andrea's ass once we get back into the studio. But
that's great. We got to have some sort of Olympics, some sort of physical challenge would be fantastic when we go back there.
I'm going to kick her ass, my friend. You're going to be surprised.
By the way, Andrea, no videos.
Maybe she's smart and doesn't want to be on camera. Maybe she's the smartest out of all of us.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I want to see the video that we've also said we've been saving for a couple weeks. This is a video of young Roy.
Oh yeah, young Roy, 18-year-old stud, young Roy. Yeah. You have that handy?
Which one are we playing?
Well, I don't know, David, because I don't have access to the email folder on Drew's computer.
Just whatever one this is.
Oh, this looks like a good one.
This is you, Roy?
This was one of my early bands.
Oh, this is awesome. Whatever this is. By the way, with Windows Movie Maker, I can spot it from a million miles away. Because it's the same font as Fuck Tom Brady. Oh, it's great.
There that's my brother.
Pause. Steve, pause. Roy, who is who? Where are you? You need to point out.
All right, so that's my little brother there with the vest. I think that's my brother. I'm coming up shortly. You'll see me in a few seconds.
All right.
Let's see. All right, hold on. That's not me. That's my brother. That's my brother Ken. That's my cousin. That's Mike who put the video together. That's Tom. There's Steve. Hold on. Oh, wait. I'm coming up soon.
Eli Manning. There's that was Peyton Manning in that one. Who is this kid?
That's Adrian. He was our guitar player. He was age 12.
You're not even in this video, you son of a bitch.
That's me right there, dude. That's me. That's me right there. You. Mr. Attitude. Yeah, look how pensive I was.
No, you weren't in the band? Because everyone else in the band's playing instruments.
I was probably either behind the drums or on lead vocals, believe it or not. That's me shirtless. Don't worry, there's more. That's me behind the drum kit.
Whatever happened to the band?
Well, you know how these things go, David.
Now, when you originally did this, because I see Behind the Music 2020.
Yeah, so this was, I guess, my buddy Mike has been in quarantine, bored out of his mind. So I guess he's been going through some old VHS tapes and putting together some old memories, and he's been shooting them off to me. So it's pretty funny stuff. Obviously not to you, because you don't, what's the point? I look like a wacko. It's not.
All right, hold on. All right, forget about that one then. Let's see the other one.
Okay.
You said you have a video, another young Roy video for Roy's Weapon of the Day?
Yeah, my Weapon of the Day. This is a great one. That's me right there in the middle putting the cannon together. With my I started growing out my hair probably at that age, 18. That's the legs.
That's my buddy. The long hair in the...
Yeah, that's me with the long hair, putting the wheel on there right in the front. This is, I don't know, man. 1990, no, I don't go. 1991, 1990. Hold on, you're gonna start.
Right. So,
So
you guys simply filmed a cannon being put together.
Well, believe it or not, I was always into heavy artillery, as you know, David. So this particular cannon, hold on, where's the? I don't think there's even a thing on it yet. Hold on a second. I'll probably bring it up in a second. The actual cannon. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the.
What are you doing? Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
one person could have done that cannon.
Oh no, dude, that's a real.
This is not a 3-person job.
Oh yeah, it is, man. So listen to this. My buddy Mike, his dad built that cannon from scratch. He had the whole thing like assembled, World War I style cannon. And every 4th of July, we put this thing together and shoot it off down the block and scare the shit out of the entire neighborhood. It was amazing.
I love that. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So a couple of young Roy Harders. This is a fun. You know what? I'm enjoying the videos. Let's keep them going. Flutzy is doing more TikTok videos.
Yeah.
I don't know, what she's trying to get out of it. I'm not exactly sure what the deal is there.
I saw a recent one where she was headbanging. I thought that one was actually surprisingly pretty good, actually. I thought that one had the opportunity to go viral.
I know, but that means we have to join TikTok?
No.
I'm not. Officially call me old if you want to. That's fine. I really don't care. We're not going into TikTok.
I think TikTok is all dance videos too, David. I'm not really sure it would be up our alley unless you want to start dancing.
All the dance moves anyone needs to see are me in the acclaimed music video that was mentioned earlier in this program. Mm-hmm. Forget Tom Brady, a.k.a. the Giants Super Bowl song, a.k.a. Fuck Tom Brady. If you notice, you'll see one of the great dancers, quite frankly, one of the great rappers, me, of all time in that video. So,
yes. One of these days, we're going to have a dance-off back. Once we're back in the studio, I'm going to give you a little Schuhplattler demonstration, David. Remember I was telling you last episode about my former days as a German folk dancer?
Yes, you were.
I'm gonna bring some of that style and class back to the East Side Dave show.
All right, I love this. Let's look at Flutzy and see her dancing skills.
Single ladies, now put your hands up, up and up, up and up, up and up, up and up, 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 and up, just pop, doing my own thing.
That's the whole goddamn fucking video. So
I think I might need new eye surgery. I saw 3 Flutsies at once.
She's obsessed with cloning herself. Every single one of these, in every single one of these videos, there's always like 3 or 5. And there's already probably 1 too many Flutsies on the planet Earth.
The one on the left looked the best, though, I will admit.
Agreed. All right, is there another one? Now I know why she sent 2 videos, because they're like 3.5 seconds long.
I thought the Metallica one was pretty good. This is what I thought was pretty excellent.
All right, let's see. Wow. See, that was good.
That was amazing. I mean, I got to give her that one. That was pretty great.
Well, so wait a second. That was like, I wasn't even aware of this. That was like a crazy Puerto Rican woman plays the flute game, and I am not familiar with the song. Now, you did say Metallica.
Yeah, I hope I didn't give away the prize.
I know. Let's play it right now. Obviously, we can't take phone calls, but the Dave Band's never gotten to play the crazy flute game. So,
okay, David.
Metallica. Seek and Destroy.
No, sir. It's actually Master of Puppets, David.
Oh God, you're right.
Ironically, that's she used the same song where we stole the Shiza.
Shiza,
The one,
the Venus Spiza.
that's the same song.
Put myself on the Shizer list then.
Shiza, you're the one that really despises.
How could I be so stupid? You know what,
Foods?
Foods? Give yourself 2 points and minus 8 points to Roy. No whatsoever. Lots of things though are going. So, are you aware that aliens exist?
Yeah, I heard about this. I'm not too worried yet, but it's kind of cool. Nice having some other aliens out there in the world. I dig it.
I say, come on in. Honestly, it does feel like humans. We could use a little help right now. And if it comes from some fucking 3-eyed green freakazoid of the universe, I'm all for it. We need a little help. People are pointing. In 2020, we had threatened World War III. We have a pandemic. We have just like all this fucking shit. Let's get the aliens in here. Let's correct the ship. I've said this before. I've got no problem working for the aliens. I've got absolutely no problem working for extraterrestrials. We've shown that we don't know what we're doing here on the planet.
Or even breeding with them. They may be sexy. Who knows?
Exactly. And it just feels like I don't know. What do you think about like when we should reopen society?
Oh man, I think we're about 2 weeks overdue to be reopening this. To be honest with you, if you want my opinion, David, I feel like we should be back into the city, going about our business. And if you are the type of person that is potentially, could be really affected by this, you need to self-quarantine yourself. But the rest of us, we got to.
We don't know. But what about testing? Shouldn't there be testing?
Testing for what though? If you have it or not, what's the difference? I mean, let's face it. At this point, we've either already had it or are going to get it. So what are we prolonging? We're just doing more damage than good. If you ask my personal opinion.
I don't know. I'm just trying to listen to scientists, but it's very frustrating right now. I mean, obviously.
Well, if it was up to the scientists, we'd never leave the house. If it was up to the doctors, we'd be locked in at home forever. So
I don't think that's what they're actually saying.
That's the
there
impression.
There are times I swear to God, ever since we pointed out that you're the second coming of Randy Quaid, there are times where you're out Randy Quaiding Randy Quaid. No scientist is saying shut yourselves in your homes for the rest of your fucking lives.
I don't know, man.
Not an actual scientific statement.
No, that's a Roy Harder scientific statement.
I know, exactly. All right. Jimmy, our beloved Jimmy.
Oh, my favorite.
All he does is say, I love you and this and that. He's finally made a video for us.
Really?
Yes.
That's
in fact,
exciting.
I heard he made 2 videos, but maybe we'll save one for next week. I don't know if I can watch 2 Jimmy videos because he tends to, he gets out there, right?
It's going to be great, David. I can assure you of that. I haven't even seen it yet, but I assure you it's going to be tremendous.
You can't possibly assure me it's going to be tremendous and or great. You haven't seen it, as you just said. And Jimmy is very 50-50. He's 50% brilliant, and he's 50% one of the worst humans ever created.
Well, I love the guy, so bring it on. Let's see.
All right, let's look at whichever one. It doesn't really matter, Steve.
I love it already.
Why do you hate me so much? And you don't give me more time on the show. And I don't feel safe with Stevie Lou. And it's beautiful, and I love myself a lot. And I'm going crazy because of the cold lot. I love you, Dave, and I'm sorry about your tragedy. I don't want to say it because I want to be sensitive and I miss everybody.
What kind of song is that?
I don't know,
All right.
man.
I
tell you,
now wait a second. Wait 1 second. That was the first time, Roy, that we have gotten a little inside scoop into Jimmy's brain because he's been MIA since the glorious return of Stevie Lou, who is not, as we've said before, we're using Stevie Lou. I mean, if we ever go back in the studio, Stevie Lou's our Brock Lesnar. When we feel like we need some energy and we feel like we need some ass kicking, Stevie gets brought in a Brock Lesnar special capacity. But ever since Stevie Lou, Jimmy just departed, and I think he said, "I feel unsafe." I think there's something to that.
And I'll tell you, David, you may be onto something because it never occurred to me that you're right. We have not seen Jimmy since we reintroduced the Stevie Lou character, and I wonder if there's a correlation there.
I think that's it. I think we now know why. And Stevie doesn't have to be worried about. I mean, Jimmy doesn't have to be worried about Stevie.
Of course not.
Jimmy is as crazy as Stevie is. If anything, Stevie needs to be worried about Jimmy and what kind of fucking crazy ass handgun he has in that trench coat of his. His Columbine jacket.
Hey, not to change the subject, but did you get a load of Jimmy's hair, man? What kind of role is he going for these days?
I'm pretty sure he's going for Doc Brown in a Back to the Future 4 scenario. All right, well, hold on. Wait a second. I got an idea. Steve, did we ever get that video from Stevie Lou?
No, I just have an empty email. It says video, but there's no file.
All right, that's fine. We'll do it. Well, then let's do the second Jimmy video because now I am interested.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Dave is my motherfucker. He's not Mr. Drucker from Petticoat Junction. He has a major function. I miss being in the studio. This is not studio. I'm not Phil Collins, but I got a lot of talent. Thank you.
Oh,
I love you.
No rhyme there.
No rhyme.
But that's how he ends it. He ends it with a shittily executed rhyming coupling there.
Bob Dylan used to call those asymmetrical rhymes, David. Asymmetrical rhymes.
It's because Bob Dylan used to be on drugs, Roy.
Yeah. And speaking of drugs, I wonder if Jimmy's back on the horse, man. He looks, he's looking pretty interesting. You know, I tell you, I get a lot of little side topic here. I get a lot of pleasure, a lot of joy out of reading Jimmy's Twitter responses, not his actual tweets, but rather his responses to the ladies. Actually, David, he seems to be.
Roy's been sending me. He's been sending me Jimmy's replies to different women who are tweeting stuff out. I haven't yet had the heart to do it because I was feeling magnanimous and I want to be as good of a human being as I can, but I might break that rule soon if Jimmy keeps up this type of behavior. Any woman in our entire universe who tweets something out, Jimmy is right there within seconds to creepily hit on them with like in a very obvious way, like, "Ooh, you look good today." It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. It makes me laugh every day. I go through Jimmy's tweets and replies, and you got to check it out one of these days, David.
All right, yeah.
Non-stop.
Well, one of these days, maybe we'll get somebody, maybe a Robert could pull a bunch of weird, a bunch of uncomfortable Jimmy replies because I would love to see it. Oh, wait, Robert sent a video.
Oh, this is going to be gold. You know that.
Robert's one of the people that I'm worried about. I feel like, Flutzy, with all due respect, Roy, a bit of a bubblehead, right? A bit of a bubblehead. So this quarantine's not affecting her in any single way. She's happy. She's dancing. She's on TikTok. Robert feels, very close to, I brought this comparison up before, but like that fat guy who was stalking Bjork and would make videos.
Yeah.
and then shot the thing with the rifle. Robert
Oh, my-
is 3 weeks away from that guy.
Oh man. After we show Robert's video, remind me. I want to tell you my Bjork story. I got a good Bjork story.
I'm into it. All right, let's
Hey,
see
Dave,
Robert.
we actually just got Stevie's video. Do you want to
Oh,
do
we
his
got it.
first,
All
or
right,
do you want to do Bobby?
Yeah, no, let's do Stevie and then Robert.
Okay, we're downloading it now. Give me 1 second.
We'll tell your story.
All right, so listen to this, David. I was in Iceland probably about 15 years ago, right? It was before Iceland became a hot tourist spot. I flew over from Boston, and I went to this first night out. I went to this Reykjavik is a very small, incredibly small town. It's like 1,500 people. That's not even an exaggeration. But we went to like one of these nightclubs in town. It was the size of, if you can imagine, a quarter. You know the booth in Compound Media where Drew and Garrett sit in. The bar itself was literally the space was about that size. All right. So we sit down at a table, and I'm talking to my friend who I was with at the time, and I said, "Man, wouldn't it be crazy if we ran into Bjork while we're in Iceland?" And Dave, this is no joke. This is no lie. We can prove this. Within 20 minutes, the doors swung open of this little tiny bar, and Bjork came dancing in with these two giant transvestite. I don't even know what they were. Transvestite people, and they were done up with feathers and gowns. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. And the bar was empty. She walked in, and suddenly we were all drinking, and she was giving us all champagne to drink, and we all started dancing. Now, mind you, there's about 10 people in this bar, so I'm dancing in the middle of the room with Bjork, and between you and me, Dave, she grabbed my ass on the dance floor. That's no joke. She did.
So you're wait a second. This story has devolved, from a fun little celebrity encounter to a Me Too situation.
She did.
You were touched inappropriately by Bjork.
She grabbed my hiney, David, and I didn't give her permission. But here's what happened. She grabbed my hiney.
You gotta let TMZ know. You should be letting TMZ know, and then now the Eastside Dave show will go viral.
This probably was pre-internet even. This is like in the 2000s somewhere.
That doesn't matter. You're allowed to go back as far. If someone, sneezes on you incorrectly, you're allowed to make. Good point,
David. I may bring this one up. But so anyway, before I could even grasp what the hell was going on, as if someone turned off a light switch, they danced out the door, her and her entourage, and it was like they disappeared. And I looked out the window, out the door, and like, where the hell did they even go? There's no place to even go. They were like gone into the night, and I was just like, what the hell just happened?
That's amazing.
Craziest story ever, and it's a true story. That was a true story.
Let me see. Garrett.
What?
Garrett, do you believe him?
Of course, I always believe Roy.
There you go. That's why I get. That's the booth right there. Same size.
Steve, you think he's telling the truth, or is this Roy Harder bullshit?
Have you seen that ass, Dave?
I have.
You know what?
No
one
would touch it.
I was on the fence. No, Roy Harder's telling the truth, 100%.
That's a cannon building ass.
I told other people the story, and they were like, "That wasn't Bjork grabbing your ass. That was one of the transvestites." But I'm telling you, it was Bjork. She was looking me right in the eyes, Dave.
That is so true. Okay, now hold on, Steve and Garrett. You want to revise? You know that wasn't Bjork that grabbed his ass. You know 100% that it was a transvestite, and maybe Roy grabbed the transvestite's dick, and that's how he twisted the story today.
No, that's not true. And I tell you what, I even asked one of the transvestites. I said to him, I was like, "Wait a minute, where did you guys even get this champagne?" Because it was like high-end champagne. And they were like, the guy looks at me and goes, "When you roll with Bjork, you always drink champagne." That's his exact quote. And he said it with the deepest voice I've ever heard, way deeper than my voice. So I knew it was a man.
But that's because you don't have a deep voice. Vern Troyer had a deeper voice than you do, Roy.
Yeah, I'm what you call a tenor, David, a tenor.
Yes. Well, That's a good story. I don't believe it for one single second. I'm pretty sure the actual story was that Roy gave a blowjob to a transvestite in a Finnish bar.
Yeah,
in Bronx or something.
it was a Hasidic Jew
Yeah,
on
right.
on the streets of
Yeah.
Williamsburg. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a sexual encounter, but Bjork and the other people you mentioned, the champagne, none of that actually happened.
Oh, I'm telling you, David. I wish I had proof. This is before the days of even having a camera on your phone. Because if I would have had a camera on my phone, I would have some proof.
If you have proof, send it to Steve for next week's program.
Well,
I'm guessing you don't have proof. I'm guessing.
I'm going to agree with you, David. So until I run into Bjork again,
Hey, I knew it.
maybe I'm lying.
Let's Stevie has a video apparently.
Oh, this is going to be great. You know how I love Stevie.
Oh,
Hey
boy.
guys, how's it going out there in Eastside Daveland?
Speaking of
Oh,
Me,
tenors,
Stevie Lou.
He's looking good.
I finally got back from that trip that I took last weekend.
Oh, good.
I might have been a little too much, so I've decided to go sober for this week at least. I just wanted to say that I miss you guys all so much. Dave, you've been doing a tremendous job as usual, but I swear you're like the host of the quarantine that I can tell, at least the best. Roy, I love your weapons. Keep that stuff up. Big A, those sock puppet videos, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I can't get enough of it. Robert, your videos are dark and scary, almost as dark and scary as mine. So that's cool. And then Flutzy, you've inspired me to make something. Your videos have inspired me to make my own product.
Nice. I'm excited.
yeah, I think he's making the product right now, Dave.
I've made it. Let me show you.
No, Steven. Steven, you got it.
Just like Ben, plenty of friends, and all the Philly steaks you can eat.
Oh God, Robert, Steven, Steve, take this off. Steve, come on.
I knew it would be gold, Steve. I knew it would be gold.
Legitimately made me queasy.
Oh Jesus!
Not
Hey,
the
Dave.
first time with the duty,
Yeah.
but the second. But when we were towards the end of the video because it was all wet and shiny.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Dave. You know, I'm German, so I usually don't have a problem with those kind of Scheisse videos. Did I ever tell you the story when I was hanging out at the Creepy Corner and they played one of these videos? I was sitting out in the lobby, and I just glanced up at the TV, and I was watching the show, and they started playing this video of it was some fecal video. And
Yeah, I remember this.
I lost it. I literally had to get up and I threw up right outside the door of Compound Media.
That and that was that wasn't like you screwing around and acting all dramatic and shit, because I remember they caught you on that Compound Media camera, that security camera. You were actually caught.
Dave, this whole entire show, there's been no lies for me. This is the God Scout's honor. I've been telling the truth for every one of these stories. That's another true story. As a matter of fact, I give my hats off to those guys because I actually asked them if they could remove the video because they mentioned that I worked for Nickelodeon at the time, and I thought, that might not be so cool from a client standpoint. So
Exactly.
my hats off to the guys. They actually took down the video. So I'm very grateful for those guys.
Oh, I want to see you throw up.
That reminds me, Dave, would you mind if we remove this video from YouTube?
You just mentioned Nickelodeon right now. We are going to have to get this fucking video removed, you jerk.
Yeah, I got no more studio in the city, so what's going to happen? You know, who knows?
Let's go to Robert.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
we got Robert and Bobo.
Bobo submitted a video.
Bobo did his first of the End of Times Skype series. Yes.
Amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. I didn't think it would happen, but here we go.
Hey guys, what's going on?
How long
Intern
is
Rob
this one?
checking in again. Hope everybody's doing well. Dave, I got to ask, when's the release date for the book you've been writing on how to perform during a quarantine?
Oh, that's nice.
Did you promise a kid with cancer something? Because you've just been hitting home run after home run after home run.
He knows where his bread is buttered.
I feel it, though.
I apologize. Last week it may have come across like I was implying you were just a musician. I know you are so much more than that. And I guess the best way to summarize it is you are truly the ode to my joy. Steve, pressure breaks some men, turns others into steel. Keep being our Iron Maiden, baby. And I would like to apologize. I've been riding one of the producers pretty hard, so at this time I'd like to officially say, I'm sorry, Drew.
Oh, no!
Been giving you a hard time, but you've been working really hard under new conditions, and I know you didn't abandon us. You just had to take a different role. I'm just joking. And Garrett, I wore this hat for you.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
He's shitting also, Roy.
Last week, Dave, I noticed you started to discuss who would be what role on the Bulls, and you kind of got distracted and went a different path, which was brilliant, don't get me wrong. I just wish we would have continued the discussion, because I'm hoping I better beat goddamn Rodman. All right? Not only did I join the team late, not only do you have to stop me from fighting somebody once a week and explain the rules of radio, but you also know I'm good, close, personal friends with Kim Jong-un. Sorry if I don't seem like my normal chipper self. I think I pulled a muscle in my shoulder at work. Yeah, because we're still fucking open.
That's crazy.
I probably should go to the doctor, but I can't because my doctor's like, you should go to therapy. And I'm like, therapy's for pussies. I can just smoke
How
weed.
long?
That's Kumia, verse 7.
30 seconds left.
All right, 30 seconds.
Chapter 2. So if Dr. Steve's a fan, slide in intern Rob's DMs, please. He's in a lot of pain. And not just the normal mental anguish of having to work a goddamn retail job and not being able to perform in New York City.
That's true.
The good news is, Dave, I'm probably too sore to, put a gun to my head and pull a trigger right now, so you don't have anything to worry about, baby. Hey, see you next week. Intern Rob punching out.
I mean, it's a happy ending at the end. He's too sore to blow his head off. That's a good, I think, that's glass half full, which is what we need more of out of Robert. There's no way, Robert, with all due respect. Who are the players that I said? Because I'm still watching this. Have you decided to check out The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan and Chicago Bull documentary on ESPN yet? Have you tried that?
No, because I don't have ESPN, David. It occurred to me. I forgot to let you know that very important fact. I don't have ESPN.
A valid excuse. It's available on demand anywhere. You can see it anywhere. You don't even have to have ESPN. At this point, you can see it on ESPN.com for free.
Oh, I did not know that, David. You didn't make that clear. So, all right. That's okay. Now that you've clarified, next week, tune in, and I will give you my my update.
By the way, Dave, better. By next Tuesday, we're going to be 6 episodes in. We're 4 episodes into this thing. It's a 10-part series. We're 4 in. Next Sunday at 9 o'clock, they do 2 more episodes. So a week from today, you're going to be responsible for knowing 6 episodes of this thing. You better get started, my friend.
Okay, I will. And I'll have a little special treat for you next time, too. It's about Michael Jordan, you said, right?
Yes, it's the Michael Jordan documentary.
Excellent, because I do have some Michael Jordan things that I'm going to reveal next week that I think you're going to really enjoy.
Okay, well, if one of those things is that you killed Michael Jordan's father,
no, David, it's not. Matter of fact, I might even we may do a little giveaway next week. We can figure out a contest. I might have a very special prize to give away for our listeners.
Please. If you have any Michael Jordan memorabilia, you're giving that shit to me. You're not giving it to anyone.
I actually have a considerable amount of Michael Jordan trivia, memorabilia, and I'll give it to you or your kids, whoever wants it. I'll send you the box. You deserve it.
Holy shit, this is great! And now all of the Eastside Dave Show people, the audience, are pissed off at me. because I just stole their prizes.
yeah, exactly. I gotta tell you, Robert the intern, doesn't he look like the lead singer of Suicidal Tendencies?
A little bit. Robert's got some kind of early '90s thing going on.
Oh yeah.
To get back to that thing, I would be Michael Jordan. That part's easy.
Okay.
Roy would be Scottie Pippen. I'm sorry, I know Robert probably wants the Rodman thing. He mentioned it, but wouldn't you think that Stevie Lou is kind of more of a Rodman? He's a defensive enforcer and an unpredictable human being, and he likes to party.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like Stevie Lou.
Right. Now, hold on, Robert. Robert can sometimes hit threes. Robert can be accurate from downtown. So I'm making Robert Steve Kerr. And Steve Kerr has gone on to great success, not only as a member of the Chicago Bulls, but later on in years, he is the current coach of the Golden State Warriors and has won 3 championships.
Good point, David. I would have probably made him a Larry Bird because he's white, but I like your call too.
Larry Bird played on the Celtics. And different, well, it's fine. Was
he white, David? Was he white?
He was white. Larry Bird was
David.
white.
Thank you very much.
You didn't earn any points with that statement. Everyone knows Larry Bird is white. Let's see, who else? Tony Kukoc. Talented guy.
Yeah.
But sometimes laziness. He was accused of being a little bit lazy, not working so hard.
That would be a big A.
No, I was going to Flutzy.
Oh, okay. A good point.
The punctuality, the fact that she doesn't show up. Big A is one of the fucking hardest workers on the goddamn show. But Big A doesn't get a lot of, not a lot of fanfare. So that to me means Big A is, he's more of your Bill Wennington type of character, type of player.
Okay.
And then Bobo, he was the guy who was cut from the team before the season. And Andrea is the person who shot Michael Jordan's father. So those are people there. Do we have a Bobo video before we wrap up? Jesus Christ, we're almost done already.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we have a Bobo and a Big A video.
And a Big A.
Oh,
now you want to talk about a buzzer beater, Roy. Come on, Stinger. It just occurred to me that you haven't given me one goddamn stinger. How about we play us a little something while we queue up the Big A video? Play us a little something.
Can you even hear this?
Yeah.
Hey, nobody.
Joe. See, that's all. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to in the studio. Is we should just come up with 12 songs and not even do a show. We should just do a music concert.
I miss making music with you, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. It's something I definitely miss doing.
We should just have a special episode where we get our favorite, 12, 15 songs that we've already done on the Eastside Dave Show, and literally do an hour and a half. We should just do a rock concert.
We should totally do it. You know what? We should invite all the other hosts from Compound Media to join in on a song too. Make it almost like a live karaoke.
This is a good idea, actually. This is something that needs to be done. And I'll tell you what, too. We're going to make this a very exclusive rock party. In fact, we can do this maybe like on a Friday, okay? And then, if we're all out one Tuesday, then we have this as a go-to. But what I like about this is we're in control of the invitations. Because remember who got left out of the Compound Media, We Are the World type song? Us, me and you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Goddamn Chrissy Mayer. I believe Chrissy Mayer was behind excluding us. Yes.
So
evil Chrissy.
We'll see if she gets an invitation to our rock and roll party.
Yeah.
I know Anthony will get an invitation. I know Pat Dixon will get an invitation. And the rest of yous, you better be on your best etiquette for the next 6 months. And if not, that means Gino Bisconti, show up sober. That means Aaron Berg, no N-words, please. You know, we're going to be making lots of rules for the Compound Media hosts if they want to get invited to the party. Okay, if they don't want to get invited to the party, you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah. You can stay home and cry, but this is our party.
It's our party. This is us. Big A. He is. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. I know this is going to be good already.
It's playing.
I know.
I know it is.
Oh.
Oh, this puppet had a baby.
Hi.
Take two.
Hi, Dave and Roy. How are you holding up during quarantine? I have been doing great during the quarantine.
I feel like he's got the other sock in his mouth.
I met a new friend, Louisa Sock Puppet.
Uh-oh.
And she is beautiful and spicy.
Time out. Pause. I believe I was not aware that this was going to happen, but I believe we're going to see so he has Larry the Sock Puppet on, but I believe he's going to introduce a new character. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Roy, but did he just not say Louisa the Sock Puppet?
He did, David.
Louisa is Flutzy's real name.
I don't know about that.
It is. We've said it on the air. We're allowed to. Her fucking Instagram is Louisa Models, so we're allowed to say it. Yeah. So I want to remind everyone that Larry, the sock puppet, named after Larry, his landlord, who gives him shit. Now we're talking about a sock puppet named Louisa, and I'm terrified. So okay,
bring it on, buddy.
My Latinas that way. Here is Louisa.
What's all over?
Puppy. How are you doing today? I'm good, Mommy. What are your talents? I play the flute and I dance, Poppy, and I want to have one of the best sex podcasts out there. That is so amazing, Louisa.
If this puppet sucks his other puppet's dick, I'm calling the police.
You don't know the half of it.
He's not even talking.
Louisa, whatever you do, don't ever speak to my neighbor, Big A.
Oh, laying the law down.
Well, hi, Larry. Oh my God, I have to go now. Bye.
Bravo, Big A.
Okay, so Larry the sock puppet told Louisa the sock puppet, don't ever go to Andrew's apartment.
That's right.
Louisa the sock puppet said, why? And then Larry quickly left.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but Big A, I guess, was in the vicinity, and he overheard the sock puppet, and the sock puppet, Larry the sock puppet, had to disappear.
Okay. This is so now instead of just one person, one
Yeah.
sock puppet based on a real human being that Big A wants to kind of kill. I almost feel like this is an indictment against Flutzy. That Big A sort of has some
Yeah.
up aggression and rage towards Flutzy now, because now there's a Luisa, the sock puppet.
There's something going on there. Something going on. Either that, or we're gonna start seeing some little finger baby sock puppets showing up in the next video.
Let's all right, we gotta do Bo then real quick and get out of here, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh Christ.
I know. Okay. Here we
Who
go.
took all the beer in here? Who did it? You alcoholic! All right, I'll have one with you.
That was the greatest way to end an East Side Dave show ever. And I am being dead serious. You might have to end all East Side Dave. You know how they would always do like on a sitcom, like in the 80s, like NBC, and then they would have like at the end, like after the credits, like a dog would bark, like sit, boo boo, sit.
Sit. Yeah, that's definitely our production company banner.
We might have to put that Bobo video at the end of every East Side Dave show. That thing was glorious. And this is what I'm saying. You can hit home runs in 8 fucking seconds, even though actually all the videos were great. Want to thank them again. I want to thank Stevie Lou for eating feces live on the air. That was nice. That was a good. I appreciate that. Robert has lost it, but he seemed better this week. Flutzy, you know, he's Flutzy's Flutzy. Flutzy be Flutzy. Bobo, home run, baby. Big A, I'm interested in this Big A sock puppet universe that seems to be developing right in front of our eyes. It's going to be like, I envision now like an Avengers type of, you know, like 25 Big A sock puppets. That's what's upstairs here. Roy Harder, of course, musical director. Steve and Garrett in the booth there. Fantastically done as always. We'll be back next Tuesday for the Eastside Dave Show End of Skype series, as we are going to continue that, and we hope everyone is healthy and not losing their marbles. I am Eastside Dave, and I'm going to bid you a fond farewell. Now, Roy, you do the
Love you, brother. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Ain't got the blues, ain't got time for bad news. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. From Long Island to West LA. No need to worry, cause I ain't in no hurry. Damn, it's been a real fine day. There's a whole lot of trouble out in this world, yes, a whole lot of worry, whole lot of worry. Now that I had you come into my life, there's a whole lot of reason to sing. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Damn, it's been a real fine day. Got on my new shoes, ain't no way we're gonna lose. 'Cause damn, it's been a real fine day. I love
There you go,
brother.
All right. We'll see you. Good job, Roy. Hold up. Next Tuesday, baby.
Who took all the beer in here? Who did it? You alcoholic! All right, I'll have one with you.